Hello everyone, it's time to pick a card to see what is coming next in your life. We have card 1, a freeform malachite, card number 2, a beautiful calcite Caribbean star, card number 3, a rose quartz skull, and card number 4 is a blue goldstone heart. So take your time and choose your card now. Card number 1, you chose the freeform malachite, and the card is the 5 of Swords. Okay, so you've been through some shit, card number 1. We can see this. We can see what you've been through. You've been through some tiring times. You've had situations where you've felt manipulated, lied to, bullied, controlled, maybe even cheated on. Let's see what this is about. We've got the Hierophant coming through, and we also have the Lovers. Oh, so you have been manipulated and controlled, and you felt helpless with no control in past relationships when it comes to love in particular. What I love about these two cards coming out next to it is that maybe you've learnt the lessons from this 5 of Swords. There's always something to learn when a 5 of Swords comes in. It's a pretty scary card, I'm not going to lie. I don't like it when it comes out. But we learn the lessons and we move on. So this is telling me that if you have learnt these lessons, there is love coming for you and a different pathway forward. So these are actually quite optimistic cards, considering I'm starting at this really flat spot. I've got the Lovers coming in here. So yes, you can get past this. Yes, you can find love again. And yes, there's another pathway for you forward. You have to choose the path, by the way. It's not just going to magically appear in front of you. You have to make some choices to leave behind the abuse, move towards opening your heart out to new love and finding a new pathway forward for you as well. Oh, and the Ace of Cups coming out too. So the Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings when it comes to emotions and love, and that is also over the top of the Lovers. Wow, this is a great spread if you're looking for love. Card number 1, and again another one. I've got the 10 of Pentacles, my happy family card. This is actually families coming together. This is a great connection, because what I see here when I look at this new love coming in and this start of this new romance and what you've been through before, this is something that you can trust. This is a relationship where there's family, there's pets, and the Pentacles are my cards around your money. So combining your finances and finding strength and security and stability in this relationship by combining or making yourself stronger with your finances and what is moving ahead in that place of your life as well. So this is amazing. I'm actually really happy with this. I started out with that 5 of Swords feeling like, oh no, this is going to be terrible. And it's actually turned into the absolute opposite, card number 1. This is turning into the love of your life type of spread and everything working out in your favor. Let's get some other cards. How exciting. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Face your true north. There we go. So we're going to keep facing true north. You're already doing it. You're already getting past the trauma from your past. So we just keep moving forward. Keep moving. Don't stop. You are moving forward. We love this. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? These are coming in over my love cards. So what is that niggle trying to tell you? Have you met someone and there's something in your gut telling you this could be the person for you, and you're getting all sort of caught up in your own head because you've made mistakes before, you fucked up before, you've had a shit relationship before, someone's broken your heart before, someone's lied, cheated, manipulated, abused you before, and yet you're sitting here thinking, oh, I don't know, but there's something inside of you that's telling you that this is the direction that you should be going in. Soul family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It's interesting, my soul family card has come up over the 10 of Pentacles card, which is also the happy family card. So you actually have people on the other side bringing you two together. This is divinely timed, and I'll get timing for you too, card number 1. But this is divinely timed. You're already doing it. Trust the niggle. Soul family. And the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So we have to let go of the things that have hurt us in the past, back to our Five of Swords, letting go so that we can rebuild, basically crumbling. Let's think about it as if you've been hurt and you've got your walls up, and then you have to let your walls down to let somebody else in. And that makes perfect sense. So this is actually a pretty big spread for you, card number 1. When it comes to your emotions, it's almost like we've got to have this complete rebirth when it comes to you and your emotions and what is going on. You've been hurt, you've been fucked up before by someone. It's okay. There's all this healing coming in here. I love how this is forming for you, card number 1. All tied up. Again, we have to let things go. So what is holding you back? Things are all happening and you're tying yourself up in knots, and the ties are from your past. So we have to let ourselves go. Now, it can be people, but it can also be your own trauma or your own thoughts about yourself. What's tying yourself up? I'm not good enough for this wonderful love that's coming in. Who's going to want me after everything I've been through and the shit that I've dealt with from these other people in my life? Who's going to want me? I'm not good enough. We've got to let that go. You're tying yourself up in knots for absolutely no reason at all, card number 1. This is so great. I really love this. First chakra, Archangel Michael. Again, I'm absolutely adoring the cards that are coming here, because my first chakra is all about security and stability. Archangel Michael, all about security and stability. So what is this relationship bringing into your life? Security and stability. Wowzers. And a woman holding a coin. So then we've got you having success, and also knowing at the end of all of this where your life is going to go and what it's going to look like, and then feeling prosperous at the end of all of this, feeling really, really, really prosperous. This is something else. I've got to tell you that right now. I'm just going to finish up with a love card, even though this whole reading basically for you, card number 1, has been about love. I'm still going to pull out a love card as well. Oh, proposal. An offer or proposal in the near future that comes as a surprise. Now, don't think this is like you meet someone, they're going to immediately ask you to marry them. It could be that, but it also is, the proposal could be being asked out on a date. It could be, will you be my boyfriend? Will you be my girlfriend? Do you want to move in together? All of those things coming through here. But my lovers is like the marriage card. It's like a soul connection. You're going to feel this beautiful connection. And we want you to go with that. And then the proposal comes as the last card in this spread. We have a bloody proposal. What do you know? That's amazing. Okay, I said I was going to do timing around this. So let's get one of my cards out here. And I'm pulling out a 5 of Swords. Again, another 5 of Swords. I'm not taking anything from that except the number, so don't worry about that. And the number 5 is actually a good luck number. Not that it looks like it with this card, but it's a good luck number. So I'm going to say you're going to meet this person in the next 5 weeks, 5 months. I've got the number 5 around it, maybe the 5th of a month, or what is the 5th month? May, perhaps around that time. So we're going to look at the number 5 as a timing thing. If it's 5 days, well, you go, card number 1. But I've definitely got a big number 5 around this, so keep your eye out for the number 5 appearing when you meet this new person. This is an excellent spread, card number 1. We started out with this card that I thought it was going to be a bit melodramatic, but what's next for you is finding your soulmate, your twin flame, a person that you connect with, any of those terminologies you want to use. This is a long time partner coming into your life, and I'm so happy for you. Good luck with all of that, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Card number 2, you have chosen the Wheel. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is an interesting card. This means that you're probably going through just cycles at the moment. You feel like you're going around and around in circles. What direction is your life going in? What goes around comes around. all these types of things that revolve around just going around in circles, basically. So what's next for you? This is a big card because the Wheel of Fortune is actually, it is a big card. It's a major. It means that you must be in a bit of a pickle about what direction your life is going in at the moment, and maybe you want to change directions, but you don't know what the hell you're doing, and you don't know which direction to go in. So this might be a time for you to get off the wheel. Like, we don't like to be on the wheel for too long because it gets very, very confusing. Okay, the 10 of Swords. So I can see why you're on the wheel, because you're exhausted. Like, you just feel completely and utterly stabbed in the back, or you don't feel like anyone has your back. So the sense of security here is very low. So maybe you just feel like, I can't go on anymore. Like, I'm doing everything by myself. My back's hurting. Who's supporting me? Like, what's going on here? All I can do is feel like I wake up and I do the daily grind every day, and I drag myself through each day. And at the end of the day, this is how I feel, completely and utterly kind of fucked. Let's face it. It's you just clawing and scraping your way to the end of the day. And then we have the Page of Wands coming in, Princess of Wands in this one, but it's actually a page. So my Page of Wands is about, like, we've got to get a bit more fire in our belly. It's time to start getting some fire in our belly and get things moving. Our wands are the fire ones, right? Our wands are fiery. So this is telling me to tell you to get some fire in your belly. You're all talked out, you've got no energy, so I don't know where this is going to come from, but somehow we have to have a fresh start, a new beginning, and start getting fired up. What brings you joy? What puts that fire in your belly? And that's going to be the thing that's going to help you through this situation. 7 of Cups. Oh goodness, card number 2. This is difficult because, again, look at this. I've got someone standing in front of all these options. Where do I go? Who do I trust? There's so much uncertainty in this card. Like, you might have some ideas about what you want your life to look like, but you have no idea what the bloody hell you're doing. I'm sorry, card number 2, but you've got no idea what you're doing. And whilst you might have some lovely ideas, the path forward is very difficult for you to navigate because you're bloody exhausted. Again, we've got to get a fire in our belly. The exhaustion, we've got to get some sleep. I don't know if your back's hurting. I'm assuming it is because of what's going on here, because you're doing everything on your own and no one's friggin' well helping you. That's terrible. An 8 of Cups. Again, look at this poor person. On their own, feeling deflated, not knowing which direction to go. This is a journey that you need to start. We're getting another lot of cups here, so emotionally you're quite exhausted and you're going around in circles. There's no lost hope here, it's just we need a direction. You've got to find a direction to go in and go in it. The Chariot. Oh, this is great. Okay, so the Chariot's about, we're finally getting there. You're making your choices, you're thinking about things, you're getting a bit of a fire. Once you get your fire in the belly, look, that's touching the Chariot. So we're going to ride off into the sunset and conquer the world. I guess it's about just figuring out what to keep and what to let go of. The 8 of Cups is a lot about that. The 8 of Cups is about letting go of things that are holding you back. And it's not only just you, it's about people as well. Like, do you need to let people go? Are you tied to emotions from the past? And once you let go of them, you're going to ride off into the sunset and conquer the world. This is a great card. You're confused, you don't know what you're doing, you're going around in circles. Let some emotions go as well. These could be from past relationships, from your family, from your friends, from work, from your childhood. It's time to let shit go, and then we can move on like the Chariot, riding off into the sunset, conquering the world. The world is out there and you're just going to go and see what it is. The Chariot flies up into the sky, no weight on it. Okay, so we've got to get rid of this weight that's on us because of the stuff. We're just going around and around and around in circles. Card number 2, this is quite big. And we're finishing these tarot cards with the 7 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles is about watching the fruits of your labour finally come to fruition. So even though this is a difficult spread and you've got some choices to make ahead of you, once you get your fire in your belly, make your choice about which direction you go, all your hard work will pay off. So this is the gardener tending to his garden, and he's very patiently waiting for the fruits of his labour to come, and they do come. So the Seven of Pentacles is a great card, meaning all the work you do here, figuring out what you want to do, getting a fire in your belly, letting go of what's holding you back, then all of a sudden we're conquering the world, and all of our dreams and our wishes are going to become a reality. So I really like how this is going. It's not an easy business, it's not an easy trip for you to make, but first of all, I really need for you to get some sleep. That's the biggest takeaway from this little thing. We can't make really good decisions when we're tired, and we do go around in circles when we're tired. The initiation, coming out of the dark and into the light, so the rite of passage. So you're in the cave here, we're in a cave and we're going towards the light. So this is you crossing the threshold. So we're coming out of the dark and into the light. This is very self-explanatory. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. That is in the spot of the deck where I'm getting to the point where the Chariot's coming into play and you've got the fire in your belly. So when you've done all this work here, don't start thinking back here and think, oh, because you're going to get back on the wheel if you do that. If you think, oh no, I've made a mistake, I've got to go back to this. Don't go back to this. This is fucked. Just going around in circles. Keep moving forward. You've started. Keep going, because this is on the Chariot. That's very important that it's touching that card. Okay. And boundaries, where do you need to establish better boundaries? Well, that kind of ties in here as well. You're exhausted, no one has your back. What are you doing? You're doing everything for everybody else. Do you need to put some better boundaries into your life? Because it looks like you might need to. Card number 2. More boundaries. More boundaries. Let me spread that out so you can see it all a bit better. And let's get some more cards here. Hostilities, yes. Oh, that's interesting. Isn't that funny? When I'm going through your rite of passage and then you start taking the first step, hostilities comes into play. Do you know what that is? That's people not wanting you to change. Who's holding you back? People getting jealous because you've made a decision and you're not stuck in this cycle and you're getting out of it. So people are going to go, what's happening? What's happening with card number 2? They're not the same as they used to be. I don't like it. So now I'm going to try and tear them down. So you're starting to find your pathway forward, and then someone's going to try and pull you back down again. And that comes back to my Ten of Swords, people not having your back. All they're doing is sticking knives in your back. Well, that's great, isn't it? You might need to get some new friends. I think card number 2. Like, really? We can't have that bullshit. Attachment. Again, we're letting go of things from the past. There must be strong, strong attachment. So as we're going through this journey from this side of these cards over to this side, you're going to start getting pulled back into cycles, and you've got to recognize when those cycles are happening and jump off the wheel and keep moving forward. So I've got 2 points of contact here. I've got my 8 of Cups and my attachment card. They're the 2 places where you're going to hit a little bit of a bump, where you're going to think, no, I need to run back to what I know, because that's safe. Even though I'm exhausted and I'm worn out and I'm going around in circles, that's what I know. No, you're not going to do that. You're going to keep moving forward, keep facing your true north. Put up your boundaries. These people can get fucked. Put your boundaries up. People crossing boundaries, they can take a walk, take a hike, take a walk, whatever you want to say. But they can go, because we don't like that. So this is big for you, card number 2. These are big, big changes. And I could be talking about anything. With the cards in here, I'm looking at cups, pentacles. It's kind of got a bit of wands, rods, there's some swords. It's got everything in it, so it kind of covers everything. This could be work, relationships, communication issues. There's so much going on in here. I wouldn't be surprised if your whole bloody life needs an overhaul. Yeah, this is big. Card number 2. I need to give you a bit of a pep talk now. You've got this. You can do it. I believe in you. The universe will always help you. If you take a different path, you don't want to keep doing this, going around in circles. Circles, circles, circles. Life wasn't meant to be this difficult. It wasn't meant to be this hard. You are in a cave. You don't know what you're doing, but we're going to get a fire in our belly and we're going to take the first step. And when you take the first step, people are going to be there to try and talk you out of it, and you're just going to keep moving and release them as you go. Just imagine you're wearing a big cape, and on this big cape, all the people that have been toxic in your life, or all the thoughts and feelings that you have about yourself that are negative. And as you walk forward and taking those steps, the cape just starts to loosen and loosen and loosen until finally it falls off your shoulders and you're just running forward with that chariot. Keep that sort of picture in your mind and know that you've got this. A love card for the end. Abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. Beautiful card to finish with. I think that this will come if you're having issues or difficulties in relationships. This could be what you need to get away from, and then once you open your heart up to new experiences and let go of the past, love will come to you as well. Great reading number 2. Be brave, you got this. Thanks for listening, and we'll go on to card number 3. Hello, card number 3. You have chosen the 8 of Swords. Okay, this is a situation where you're feeling kind of trapped and you feel like you can't get out. Something, feeling suffocated, trapped. There's no way out of where you've got yourself into. You've got yourself into this kind of a bit of a pickle and you cannot see a way forward. Now, there could be some people blocking your way, but in actual fact, they're not really. You could be getting yourself into that mindset of everybody's against me and nobody is with me. And while I'm not saying that's not true or it can't be true, it's time to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and understand that the only person that can change this is you. No one around you is going to fix this for you. You have to get yourself out of this situation that you've got yourself into. Death. Well, that's good because that means it's going to end. So what I'm saying here is this situation, this pickle that you've got yourself into, it's about to come to an end. While you're sitting there wondering how the hell is this going to happen, this situation is coming to a natural ending. So the first thing that you've thought of while I'm talking about this, which could be a relationship, it could be a work situation, it could be a movement situation, moving house, relocating, and you think, there's no way out of this for me. I don't understand how I can get out of this. I've got no plan. I don't know how to sort through this mess that I seem to have got myself into. And then the death card comes in, which means this is going to come to a resolution almost on its own. The death card is an ending. This is ending. And then at the ending with the death card is a beautiful new beginning. And now we have a 7 of Swords. Okay. All right, so this is a situation where you're going to have to kind of sneakily make a plan and execute this plan on the down low. Ooh, this is getting interesting, card number 3. If you're in a situation, whether it's a relationship, a work situation, a friendship, family perhaps, and you feel like you've been put in a corner, it is going to come to an end, but you actually have to be a bit sneaky about it and sort of figure things out without people knowing. I know the swords are the communication cards, and I would normally say you have to talk, but when I see the Seven of Swords and around all of this, I'm thinking, are you talking too much? You're telling people too many things. You need a strategy to get out of this situation, and you've got to sneak away in the middle of the night. Metaphorically, I'm not saying you have to sneak away in the middle of the night, but there's a part of this that says secrecy. You can finish this, but there's some secrecy around it. Oh, a Page of Swords too. So many swords in here. Page of Swords. So when we start to run away from this situation or get ourselves extricated from this situation, there's a new beginning. Page of Swords is someone who needs to open up their throat chakra and speak. Little self-worth going on here. I read my Page of Swords as someone who doesn't have a lot of self-esteem. So you've got to get some to pull this off. Bloody hell. Oh, the Death and the Chariot coming in with it. So when you get the strength, you come up with a plan, you've got your confidence up, the Chariot comes into play. Now the Chariot is riding off into the sunset, conquering the world. I love the outcome. I feel like I'm telling a story here of some movie where someone's trapped and they've got to escape from their captors, and they've got to sneak away in the middle of the night, and they've got to understand that they can pull it off, and then they run away. It's just like a movie. The Eight of Pentacles. And that means that everything you're doing here is going to work out. So you're working at getting this situation off the ground, under control. Get yourself out of the pickle that you're in. Keep going. There is good things coming. The Eight of Pentacles could be a work situation I'm talking about here, or it could be some sort of financial dispute, something like that, or something going on. But keep plugging away. Don't lose sight of the direction you need to go in. You already started going there. Keep moving. Keep moving, card number 3. Really important. And the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Now we're getting a different vibe altogether. Now we're getting to a point here where we've gathered ourselves and we're sitting there going, yeah, actually, I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. I'm going to keep my money. I'm going to keep my secrets. I'm going to keep things to myself here. A lot of things here about being sneaky. When you run away, do you need to have some money put away, or do you need to have some sort of assurances about money before you make all these big changes? This is so interesting, card number 3. It's like a murder mystery type thing. Oh, and I'm finished with the King of Pentacles. I love that I'm finishing this particular tarot deck with that, because my King of Pentacles, this is like a journey we've been on together, card number 3. The King of Pentacles is someone who has got to where they wanted to get to. My King of Pentacles is sitting on his throne. He's got his money. He's facing forward. He's very secure. He's very stable. So what's coming for you, card number 3, ultimately is security and stability. You don't feel that way at all. You don't feel anything like that right now. There is big changes coming into your life. The Death card is change. There's a chapter closing in your life, whether you like it or not. We can't go against the Death card. We can almost change the timing and details of things that are happening in our lives, but when the Death card comes into play, it's almost a foregone conclusion. So if you've got some things that you want to do, you better start making things happen, making a plan to escape where you've got yourself into. You've backed yourself into a bloody corner, card number 3. You're in a little bit of a pickle. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Yes, well, that makes sense because we've got the Page of Swords there, and then we've got the boundaries, which means you've got to feel more confident in yourself. You've got to trust yourself, your own instincts. You've got to trust that you can put boundaries in, and if people cross them, you have to be able to enforce them. We all have boundaries, but how often do we not say anything to anyone else, and when they cross them we just go, oh, it's okay, like Honestly, we're so bad at that. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So again, I've got that touching our chariot and the hard work. So don't lose hope. When I get to this point here, this is you like the great escape. Then I've got here that you're already doing it. So you've already escaped, whatever this is we're talking about. Keep facing your true north. You might get to this spot and think, oh, what the fuck have I done? Oh, I don't know if I should be doing this. Do I need to go back here? No. You keep moving forward and you keep going that way. You haven't fucked up. There might be a bump. Keep moving forward. Take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. That's good advice, actually. Maybe you're just keeping on doing the same things over and over and over again, and you need to get off the treadmill as well. So when you're going through all of this, this is quite important for you to make sure you have some pit stops, some rest stops along the way in this journey, and make sure you don't get too caught up in this escape. It's like the great escape. Don't forget to stop and take a breath while you're doing this big great escape and changing your life and getting yourself out of this pickle that you seem to have got yourself into. Look, don't beat yourself up that you got yourself into a pickle. We all do it. Attachment. So, yep, letting go of things from the past that hold us back. And that's going to be touching that you're already doing it card. So stop overthinking. Don't think you can go back. Patterns and attachments to people and the way we think about ourselves, the way we perceive ourselves, I guess, needs to change in this spread, because you need to see yourself as a strong, confident person that can step into the future, knowing that you will find security and stability for yourself, and you do not need to go back to old patterns. Attachments is about old patterns coming up from the past. So when you meet those things, stop overthinking, keep facing your true north, maybe have a little bit of a break, but keep moving forward. Door to personal healing and happiness. Yay! So look what's happening. Door to personal healing and happiness. Well, that sort of explains itself. So when a door opens, you have to be brave enough to step through it. Card number 3. This is great. This is more about work and relationships. So if an opportunity comes along with work, or you have an opportunity to leave a relationship that you feel like you're trapped in, please go towards the door to personal healing and happiness. You have the strength to let go of this and to move forward feeling much healthier and happier about yourself. Great card. The things about doors is you have to step through them. You know, it's not just going to open for you. You have to actually open it and walk through it. The temple path. Oh my goodness. I love this. The temple path is you're on the right track. Even if you find yourself feeling like you're not, or if you feel like you're off on the wrong direction, it's okay. You are going to end up at the destination you're meant to be ending up at. The orbs of light on this card are your spirit family, your guides, helping you along this pathway to the temple. Look where we started this spread, card number 3. We started with you trapped, fighting, grumpy, not knowing what the hell's going on. You got yourself, I don't know how you got yourself here, and you probably don't know either. Doesn't matter how you got there, we just got to get a way out of it. And then all of a sudden, when we get through our great escape, I'm calling it, and we move forward, we hit a couple of bumps, but your spirit guides and your family members on the other side are going to support you through those times. You will see signs from them. You will see signs coming, numbers, letters, animals that give you the strength to move forward. And you're going to end up in this beautiful, beautiful temple. That is a great last card for that. Bloody love that. Let's do a love card to finish this one up. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Door to personal healing and happiness and healing. So imagine yourself being surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. Whatever this relationship is we're talking about, it needs healing. And you need to look after yourself during this time. Healing is so important. A lot of us rush into new relationships when we leave one, but please take time to heal in between, because if you fall out of one and into another one, it's not great. You sort of bring all these attachments from the past into the new relationship, and we want to walk through the door to personal healing and happiness. So for you, card number 3, this is about healing. So card number 3, I feel like this was a bit of a blockbuster movie and we had a really great time, but we've got a nice ending to the story. It's a happy ending type of movie. Good luck with all of that. Think about what you need to let go of with the death card and the attachment card there. Things need to change. You need to let go of something, whether it's people from the past, your own self-worth, lack of self-esteem, thoughts and feelings, perceptions you have about yourself that are no longer valid, contracts from past lives, all those sorts of things, cycles that you have in your life. It's time to let it all go. Thanks for listening, card number 3. We'll see you another time. Let's go on to card number 4. Card number 4, you have chosen the Knight of Swords. It's time to take action. My Knight of Swords does not dither about. He gets a fire in his belly and he goes for it. Maybe it's time for you to do something similar. It's time to open up your throat chakra. The swords are about communication. What do you need to say? What do you need to get off your chest? Where do you want to go? What's the next step? We love this for you. Maybe you felt a bit directionless and you just need to start moving. Knight of Swords followed by a King of Cups. So while you're going through these changes, and I'm saying charge ahead, open up your throat chakra and get moving, always have a level head. My King of Cups has a level head. He can see things, he knows things, he's got great emotional balance in his life and maturity. So whilst you're making these choices, please make sure you are keeping your emotions in check, not getting too emotional. We have to be logical about what we're doing, not just something on the spur of the moment. And an 8 of Cups, which is walking away from something. We're walking away from all of our cups here. Look at him, he's walking away. So letting go. Oh, there's a lot going on here. So we want you to get fired up about making a decision, but we want you to use your head and think about it, but you still have to let some things go. So using your head about what you need to let go of and what you need not to let go of before you make any rash decisions. So I'm thinking card number 4, you must be on the verge of making some big decision about something. And as long as you've thought it through and understood that you're going to be leaving some things behind, you may take some stuff with you that you are on the right page with yourself. Oh, did that make sense? I'm not sure if that made sense. 8 of Wands, it's time to get out of your self-imposed prison. So let's go. We're going to move along. We have a way forward. We've got to figure it out. There is a way forward and you can do it. But you've got to know what to let go of and what to keep. It's interesting. I've kind of got this argument going on with these cards where I feel like I want you to get off your butt and move, but then I want you to make sure you're doing the right thing. So it's all about balance, knowing what you want, knowing what you need, and getting yourself out of this situation that you find yourself in. And the 10 of Cups, so this must be what you're looking for. You're looking for the happy family. You're looking for the house and the white picket fence. But somehow you probably don't know what you're doing or how to find it. This is what you're looking for, card number 4. You just want the basics. You're actually not looking for that much. You're just looking for the basics. Happy family, healthy family, and abundance, and your cups filled up with love. Oh, that's really sweet. Card number 4, you're not asking for much actually. You're just asking for what the bare minimum of what we all should have in our life. Wow. The 4 of Cups, that's interesting too, because the 4 of Cups does say you do have things to be thankful for, and it's time for you to get out of the mindset of lack and into the mindset of value. Wow, like I said before, I'm having an argument with myself reading these cards. This must be what's happening inside you, card number 4. What am I doing? Am I staying? Am I going? Am I going to sit still? Am I going to move? I think you're going to move along, and there's going to be times where you're going to feel grumpy. What have I done? Well, what you're doing is protecting yourself. 5 of Swords. Okie dokie, so now I've got a little bit more insight into the situation. So the 5 of Swords is one of those cards that I don't like. It means just someone hasn't got your back. Someone has got it in for you. Or you do need to make a move, card number 4. You actually do. I see what's going on here. This is a situation you've got yourself into, but people have done this to you as well. Like, this isn't all your fault. I know I've been saying you've got yourself into a pickle, but you've kind of been pushed into a corner here. Oh, someone is betraying you, card number 4. I don't know if you know this, but someone's betraying you. Someone's out for you. Oh, I don't like where this is heading. The King of Pentacles. Okay, all good. We're going to be fine. We've got another King of Pentacles in here. So my King of Pentacles, very stable, very secure. So this is kind of really all over the place. When you get away and make a move, you will find the happiness. But look at this. I don't know if you're leaving a relationship and someone's going to chase you down and make you feel like you shouldn't be going, or talk you into staying, or maybe this is a situation at work where you're feeling bullied and manipulated, and all you want to do is go to work and do your job and go the bloody hell home. You don't want to be bothered with all the bullshit, but you feel bullied and manipulated and controlled, and you don't feel like you can go. Is there another pathway forward for you, card number 4? Shit, yes. This little run of cards here is finishing on the King of Pentacles. You've got a way forward, for sure. This isn't easy to look at. Not going to lie, card number 4. You're all over the place. Transformation, things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing, yeah, you're going to need some healing. When I've got a 5 of Swords, a Knight of Swords, an 8 of Rods, there's a lot, 8 of Cups, there's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on. Your emotions must kind of be all over the place. I would say you kind of don't have a good grounding or a tether with you at the moment to tether to, and you feel like you're just blowing around everywhere and you don't know what to do. This is why things are changing at a cellular level. We have to heal from all this bullshit. You deserve this. This is what you want, and this is what you deserve, and this is what we're going to bloody well get. I'll tell you that right now. Break the chains. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future, yeah. So when it's got ancestral patterns, these could be patterns that your ancestors have had as well. Past lives, your ancestors. You know, we carry the trauma in our DNA from our ancestors, and you need to break that as well. Again, 8 of Cups, walking away from things, breaking the chain. That is touching the 5 of Swords. Maybe you're too nice. Maybe you let people take advantage of you too much. People say mean things and do mean things, and you don't think it's that bad when it actually is. Or you give people the benefit of the doubt when you shouldn't, because this tells me that they're fucking assholes. I'm telling you that right now, card number 4. Break the chains. Stop being a people pleaser. Tell these people that that is not on. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? So you might think you're on your own going through all of this, and who's helping me? Things are happening everywhere. I don't know who to trust. You are not alone. Even if you feel like you're alone, you're not alone, card number 4. Your ancestors from the past, they're all standing beside you. I hope they come into your dreams. I hope they give you messages with signs, with numbers, with animals. Always make sure you're keeping an eye out for those things when I see that you are not alone, because you are getting messages and you're getting help. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to see this cornucopia. The universe is preparing an abundant harvest for you. So with you going through all this bullshit, look what's coming at the end, cornucopia. This is like all of your wishes fulfilled. So if you're strong, brave enough to weather the storm of what's going on here, hang on to your dreams with the rainbow and the happy family, transform yourself, you're going to get rewarded by the universe. Bloody love this. Journey, pack your bags. All of life is a journey. Pack your bags, you've got somewhere else to be, you've got somewhere else to go, and we're going there. That comes back to my Knight of Swords up there. It's time to get moving, get yourself out of this situation. Love this. This could actually be you relocating as well. So you could be moving house, you could be moving state, you could be moving country, you could be moving jobs. But there's something around packing your bags and moving. She's got her suitcase and she's going. So maybe it's time for you to do a similar thing. Be brave, pack your bags and get away. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. Second chakra is our sex chakra, the one that holds all our intimacy and creativity. So maybe you are a creative person and you've been held back for years or however long this has been going on for. And it's time for you to find that part of yourself again, your creativity. Maybe you've been lacking intimacy in your life, closeness with others, because you've had that Five of Swords card in there too, which is people not having your best interests at heart. So how can you connect properly with people who don't have your best interests at heart? Even if you haven't felt it or you've been a people pleaser and been trusting everyone, your body knows. And maybe it's time for you to express that in some sort of project. Maybe you like art and crafts. I don't know what it is, but maybe you need to tap into that side of yourself. Maybe it's just baking or cooking things, but maybe you need to tap into that side of yourself. Wow, these are big cards at the end here. Card number 4. I'm kind of excited I wasn't excited where we started, but I'm excited where we're finishing. That cornucopia, oh, great card. Let's do a love card for the end for you. Card number 4. Oh, the X, healing from past heartbreak. Takes time, be patient with yourself. It's one of those things, isn't it? The X's, they come up every now and then. Look, we might get triggered by something, might hear something, see something, we might see them. Someone might talk about them. You might see a post, your social media, something about them. Healing from the past does take time. If I can tell you one thing, because I'm getting up there now, it really does work. Time does heal. It actually does heal. You don't forget. And yes, you have to let go of the trauma or whatever happened, but time actually does heal. And it's okay. This thing here, be patient with yourself. A lot of people think they have to get over things like that, right? Okay, they've gone, they're out of my life, moving on. No, it's not that simple. If you want to fall in a heap, if you want to cry, if you want to eat ice cream, cookies, whatever you want to do it. Just do the thing and allow yourself to heal. It's okay. This could all be about relationships. Wowzers. If this is a relationship that you're leaving and you've been lied to and manipulated, I'm so happy that you're going to get out of it and you are going to find security, stability, wishes fulfilled. Everything is coming for you. It's big, it's a transformation, but wowee, card number 4. You've got it and you're going to get there. Love this for you. Thank you so much for listening and we'll see you another time. Bye-bye.